Oh, I should probably get going.
Everyone, of course, is a little sad. We're feeling nostalgic with Big Bang Theory having that end. How are we going to feel in the last episode, or what can you tease?
I'm not going to tease anything. I can tell you that nobody's going to be sadder than me. It's going to be really hard. But,
The article highlights 5 emotionally powerful moments from The Big Bang Theory that defy the criticism that the show lacks emotional depth. Despite its focus on nerdy humor and stereotypes, these moments showcase the series' ability to deliver heartfelt scenes. Key instances include Amy breaking up with Sheldon, Howard serenading Bernadette, the reconciliation between Sheldon and his brother Georgie, the touching farewell to Howard's mother, Mrs. Wolowitz, and Sheldon's moving Nobel Prize acceptance speech. These scenes resonate deeply with fans, proving that the show is more than just a comedy. Literal tears. The Big Bang Theory fans point out 5 instances where Chuck Lorre proved the show's greatest criticism wrong by giving it some hard-hitting emotional moments. With a dozen seasons of hilarious misadventures of some of the most beloved geeks in sitcom history, The Big Bang Theory boasts a sizable following, and with great fanfare, at that. But much like any other piece of entertainment, the Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady-created show isn't immune to public opprobrium, most of which gravitates around a perceived lack of emotion-evoking content. If you were to rewatch TBBT, you'd find more than just that, of course. There are moments when the show becomes too controversial, especially with its distinct spin on nerd culture, which fosters more stereotypes than you'd imagine. And then there's the chief complaint: where are the emotionally resonant moments? Few and far between as they may be, however, these 5 instances from The Big Bang Theory are so devastatingly heartfelt that they'll make you feel more than just sentimental, they'll make you shed a tear, and this Reddit panel is proof of the same. 5. When Amy broke up with Sheldon. It's not that they were together for half a decade, or the fact that they were a match made in heaven, or that the entire fandom had been rooting for them. No, it's how Amy, Mayim Bialik, decided to call it quits with him, not knowing that the socially inept but precocious Sheldon, Jim Parsons, was planning to propose to her. Although they ultimately tied the knot in season 11, it was still hard to watch one of the most endearing, fan-favorite couples on the show get heartbroken. Meanwhile, you're sitting on your couch and shouting at the screen because you know they're meant to be together. 4. When Howard sings to his beloved, Bernadette. From the melody to the beautiful lyrics, everything about the song that Howard, Simon Helberg, dedicates to Bernadette, Melissa Rauch, tugs at your heartstrings. Not only does he write the song, but he also performs it for her on the anniversary of their first date as a token of his love. 3. The reconciliation between Sheldon and Georgie. Up until the penultimate episode of season 11, we don't get to see Sheldon's elder brother, Georgie Cooper, Jerry O'Connell, save for the allusions and references made by the people who know him. Nevertheless, Sheldon's animosity toward his elder brother, who was berated for being a big bad bully during his childhood, remained evident throughout the show. Then their mother inadvertently helps them patch up after refusing to attend Sheldon's wedding unless he invites Georgie as well, to his big day. 2. Goodbye Mrs. Wolowitz. From her helicopter parenting to the amusingly heated conversations between her and his son, Howard's mother, Carol and Susie, became an elemental part of the CBS comedy, so much so that her absence came off as perhaps one of the heaviest blows to the fandom. As lighthearted and hilarious as the show is, the tragic death of Mrs. Wolowitz was heart-shattering enough to make even God's strongest soldier cry. 1. Sheldon's legendary Nobel Prize speech. In the Big Bang Theory finale, Sheldon Cooper receives a Nobel Prize after years of conscientious work, and his acceptance speech will forever go down as one of the most wholesome moments in not just the TBBT universe, but pop culture history.